Hey there, folks. Mike here. And okay, we got to talk about something. We got to talk about this. And I was going to wait a little longer, but I need to talk about it. I just need to talk about it. We're not talking about Venom, Let There Be Carnage. We talked about that already. What we're talking about today is that post-credit scene from Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And if you read anything about it, in the non-spoiler context, a lot of people said it's that good. It's a great scene. It's big. And everything they've said is 100% true. So, this is kind of a spoiler video. So, if you do not want to be spoiled on the post-credit scene for Venom Let There Be Carnage, probably would recommend that you click off the video, which is a ridiculous thing to say because I want you to watch it. So, if you happen to finally go see it and see the scene yourself, then come back to the video and hear my thoughts on it. And I would also like to hear your thoughts on it as well. But if you haven't seen it yet, obviously I don't want to spoil you on it. That's why I'm giving plenty of warning here. Because honestly, I would prefer anyone to go into that scene completely in the dark. It's best to not know because it's really that good. And I was, like I said earlier in my Venom Let There Be Carnage review, that I was smiling from ear to ear. I was smiling like an idiot. I was giddy. It was that great. I was so excited. And so yeah, click off of it. If you watch it, please come back. But so we're about to get into it because I just need to talk about it. By the time this video uploads, the weekend would have passed. Many people have seen the movie already. It's grossed over $90+ million, which in the pandemic era for cinematic releases, that is a record. I like how we're calling there's pandemic records now for films. But yes, Venom is the reigning champion in terms of best opening weekend for a movie opening in the pandemic era. And if you have seen the movie and seen this credit scene, then please continue watching. But so yeah, final warning for the post-credit scene for Venom Let There Be Carnage. In 5, 4, 3. Venom is in the MCU. Venom is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Eddie Brock, Venom, Tom Hardy, it's official in the MCU. So, and I had speculation. I had like an inkling that what was going to happen in this scene, it was going to involve Tom Holland's Spider-Man in a way. So before I get into my thoughts, basically this is what happens, right? And I'm going by memory of what I watched. So basically, I'm not going to even get into Venom Let Be Carnage ending. I'm not going to spoil the ending of Venom 2 here. So if that's a movie you still want to watch it. I'm not going to spoil what happens in that movie at all. This is purely about the post-credit scene, which doesn't really have anything to do with what happened in the movie. So I'm not spoiling the movie here. So if you're watching this, just want to know about the scene, then you're fine. I'm not going to spoil Venom for you. But, so basically, Eddie and Venom are in a hotel and they're just chilling on the bed. They're watching some soap opera. And they're just like discussing what's happening in the show. They're very into this show, by the way. Venom is, very concerned what's happening on the screen. And I forget what they're talking about exactly. They get into this discussion and Venom starts all going I have 80 light years of wisdom to bestow on you that you have no idea what I know, Eddie. And it will blow your little mind if you know what I know. Symbiote hive mind. That's basically what he was getting into. He's like, it's like the symbiotes have a hive mind. So all these symbiotes from his world, like what they know, he knows. So he asked Eddie, would you like me to give you a little sample? And Eddie's like, sure, lay it on me, go for it. All right, get ready, Eddie, get ready. Eddie closes his eyes. All of a sudden, things become distorted, like the TV, like the room. It starts to do this weird shaking effect, it reminded me a lot of something out of WandaVision, honestly, which maybe Wanda has something to do with this. But so basically, so things start getting all distorted, and then all of a sudden this big bright yellow light comes up and flashes, right? And boom, the room is different. It's daytime because it was evening where they were sitting. It's daytime now. And Eddie's freaking out. He's like, well, what's happening? And Venom's confused too. And Eddie's like, well, what is happening? And Venom's like, this wasn't me. Like, I did not do this, whatever. So then the TV's still on, but it's a different show. Something else is on. And all of a sudden, the shot is on Eddie, right? There's like this medium shot on Eddie. And all of a sudden you hear J. Jonah Jameson. You hear J.K. Simmons, the incredible J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, revealing to the world that Peter Parker is indeed Spider-Man. And you're like, I'm like, what? My brother was watching the movie with me, and I'm like tapping him on the arm because I was so freaking excited. And so they see and then there's Tom Holland. There's him in his Spider-Man suit without his mask. There's Tom Holland, and and then Venom suddenly takes over Eddie. Now he's Venom, and he goes up to the TV and he's like, doing the whole Venom smile, like you know what I mean? And he says something like so I can't remember exactly. I might be wrong. So please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, please, because I'm this is all from knowledge. I saw the movie on Friday. It's Sunday that I'm recording this, and he says something like, that's my guy. He's like, that's my guy, or something like that. That sounded didn't like anything like Venom. I'm not a voice actor, so whatever. It doesn't matter. And he starts licking the screen, right? That big long tongue goes around licking Tom Holland's face, like a dog, right? And then, and then someone comes out of the bathroom in the hotel room, and he's like, dude, what are you doing in my room? And Eddie's like, they're just confused. So fucking multiverse. He's in the MCU now. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. I have no idea what Sony and Marvel have cooked up here. What have they cooked up here? I don't know what their plan is. I don't know if Tom Hardy will be in Spider-Man No Way Home. He was seen publicly wearing a crew hat, as No Way Home, crew hat. And not like a hat you could buy at any store, like at Walmart or something like that. No, this was like a hat given to cast and crew who worked on the film. He was walking around wearing that. So do we have Eddie Brock and Venom in No Way Home? They're obviously setting up the head-to-head involving Peter and Eddie and Spider-Man and Venom. Tom versus Tom. Like that's where we're headed in the hands of Marvel, and getting him with Tom Holland is very, very exciting. Right now, the future looks very bright when it comes to Spider-Man right now. It's very cool stuff. It was a great thing to see. And it's a great thing to just be like, wow. Like at some point we're going to hopefully have our real, like genuine confrontation between Spider-Man and Venom and Peter and Brock, unlike what happened in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, which we will not speak of. And it's really cool because and I'll credit my brother telling me this. I don't know where he heard it, but it's a really great theory. Like, Venom mentioning the hive mind among symbiotes. Does that pertain to multiverses? And what if he has knowledge of Spider-Man? Like, he sees Spider-Man on the screen and he's all like, that's my guy. Like, is that the symbiote from the Raimi universe? Like, does he have knowledge of this Spider-Man? Like, does he know who Spider-Man is when he sees him there? Does he have like a natural disdain for Spider-Man? Who knows? Like, this is just, it's crazy. And I just had to talk about it. So, this probably be the last thing I'm going to do in terms of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I had to talk about the post-credit scene. It's just, you can tell I'm so excited for Spider-Man No Way Home, like many other people. Just that movie's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and I'm very excited. What they did in that post-credit scene. That was just amazing, amazing stuff. I don't know what Kevin Feige has planned, but at this point, there is no reason to not trust the man with the Marvel characters. So far he's not batting 1,000, but he's got a pretty high batting average right now. So let's just let him work his magic. He is the architect of the MCU. They wouldn't be where he is without him, and he makes mostly correct decisions, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. So if you have seen Venom Let There Be Carnage, you saw this post-credit scene essentially confirming Eddie Brock and Venom being in the MCU now. Do you think this has something to do with Wanda? Do you think this is the Doctor Strange moment that happens in the trailer? I don't think it is. I think this happens sooner based off the events on what's happening on the television, on the reveal of, it's the reveal of, they're seeing the official reveal of Peter Parker as Spider-Man. So that pretty much means this is around Far From Home in terms of the timeline. So seriously, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to read them. I would love to talk more about this. It's just an exciting time for comic book fans, not just movie fans, but comic book fans as well, and especially comic book films. I know people are saying they feel fatigue. I feel no fatigue from this. I'm still like this big kid, just enjoying this ride. And as long as these movies are going to be quality and they're going to be good, I'm not going to get bored of them. I'm not. So let me know your thoughts about the post-credit scene from Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And I thought that's all I got. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video. I would really appreciate that. It is free to do. I would really appreciate it. It'll help me out a lot. And please subscribe to the channel if you want more of this content. The dog is whining and barking. So that's my cue to go. So thank you so much, folks. Have a great day. And I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.